morning, good afternoon, sugar. Hello there, Peaches. I'm Miss Thelma Dickinson, alongside my partner, Miss Louise Sawyer. This is the Thelma and Louise edition of the Athletes of the Week Record Journal Contest, week number 6. I'm sitting in for sports editor Brian Carpenter. He's just not as good looking as Louise and I. Come along for a ride with us. We're at the Wallingford Buick GMC in Wallingford. They are the sponsor of the Record Journal Athlete of the Week contest, and we are in their lovely showroom in this beautiful Cascada that we are about to drive all over the American Southwest once we are done with this film shoot, telling you who won last week's contest and who next week's nominees are. It's a beautiful car, convertible, just like the last one we had. You probably didn't think we made that jump into that big canyon, but we did. And we're here to roam the land again to Mexico for reasons that we cannot disclose. But let's get right along with our show, shall we, Louise? We had some great winners last week, some great nominees this week. The sports editor actually told me I had to fill in for him because it was so difficult making a choice that he lost sleep over it and could not perform tonight. So henceforth, Louise and I were called in. Let's get right to it. Here at the Wallingford showroom in this beautiful Cascada, I'm about to tell you that our winners this week featured the highest vote getter ever in the Record Journal Athlete of the Week contest sponsored by Buick here in Wallingford. In the boys contest, we had Nick Gonsalves, pitcher from Sheehan. We had from Maloney Boys Volleyball, Michael Lorenzo. And from Cheshire Golf, Mr. Dan Skeena, Mr. in the grand scheme of things. And our boys winner this week was, that's right, Mr. Michael Lorenzo. From Maloney Boys Volleyball, Pete Paguagua and Shawnee Crossick. That's Shawnee, so cute. Caught up with Mr. Michael Lorenzo up at Maloney before their match this week with Southington. Let's see what Mr. Michael Lorenzo had to say.
Hi, my name is Michael Lorenzo, and I play for Maloney Volleyball High School. Well, it's been important, not for me, just for my family too, because they always support me. I'm proud of myself, I'm proud of my family too, because they are always here, my fans, my friends, and the coach too. He always helped me with everything that I need. This is going pretty good. It's a little bit hard to play with other teams, but I'm always be ready for everything, you know. And I'm always gonna be here for play against other teams. I don't care if they are good or bad. I'm just gonna be here. The position I play outside hitter too. It's a good position for me. I know I'm not that tall, but I play my heart in the court, and I show my best always in every game. Well, after my partner, Melvin Polanco, he got injured, he got concussion. It was very hard for us because he's the only setter in the team, but we keep it up, and in the last few games, we play our heart. We lost, but we play our hard to get the team better, and he's back. He's the one who plays smart in the team. He knows almost everything, and without him, it was very hard, not only for me, just for the team too. But I'm glad, you know, to have him in the team again. My favorite part, when I hit the ball, when I got killed in the court, yeah. I take my approach and I swing and I hit the ball the hardest I can. If not, I just hit the ball, you know, to play smart in the court. Not always hit it hard, you know, if play smart. Well, when I was young, when I was in Puerto Rico, I played for school in Puerto Rico. And when I came here, I started in 10th grade playing again volleyball. Yeah, so it's gonna be 2 years ago. When I came here to the school, I just asked, you know, for a volleyball team, and then I joined last year, and it was fun for me. They helped me a lot, you know, to the strategies and to play not only the outside position, to also to play other positions. But it was fun. It was cool. Well, actually, it's kind of different because in Puerto Rico we just play school against school, and here in the United States we play school against school, and then we play in states, so it's kind of different. But I think in the United States it's more hard because we got more competition. Well, for me it was a challenge too because it was pretty hard for me because I don't have a lot of family in here. It was hard, but my family and I, we work together, and here I am playing volleyball, and that's what I love.
Hello again. How you like the vacation so far? Louise and I are about ready to hit the road. We're going to back right out of this showroom here at the Wallingford Buick GMC. Be quiet. Shh. We don't want them to see us. And then we're going to drive to Mexico without going through Texas. We don't want to go through Texas. But we want to tell you about the girls winner this week. The girl who won this week got the most votes ever, and I mean ever, in this contest. Our candidates were all those young sluggers. I think you remember there was Say Hey, Katie Ray Gadeke from Wilcox Tech softball. There was the fresh frosh, Abby Murphy from Southington tennis. And from Lyman Hall softball, Miss Sierra Boom Boom Rich, the home run hitter who I do believe Louise hit another home run last week. Our winner this week was the fresh frosh, and you'll see what I mean when you look at that video clip. Miss Abby Murphy, freshman tennis player of Southington, the highest vote getter of all time so far. Remember to go and vote on myrecordjournal.com in this week's contest. Here's a video clip that Mr. Sean Crofsick shot with Miss Murphy playing a little tennis over in Southington. Hope you enjoy. Now, Louise, get a grip and drive us to Mexico. Woohoo!
I'm Sean Crofsick here, the Meriden Record Journal Sports Department. I'm here with our athlete of the week, Abby Murphy. Congratulations, Abby.
Thank you.
And she got an astronomical amount of votes, and I think it might be a record, the amount of votes. And you know, we're gonna play some tennis, and I'll try not to get too embarrassed today.
Yeah, I'll try not to hurt you too bad. I guess he doesn't like his backhand. I'm Abby Murphy. I play Southington tennis, and I'm athlete of the week. It means a lot, actually. Like, I've been working hard to be able to be a good tennis player, to get here, and being noticed by something is great. I've been playing since I've been 6, so like 8 years about. When I was about like maybe 11 or 12, I was having fun with my friends, and I was playing tennis clinics, and I eventually my mom and dad helped me get better, and I realized, wow, I could be actually like really good at the tennis team. I'm definitely good at approaching and hitting some good volleys. I like to do that a lot. My serve, it's pretty good. My first serve's good, my second's like a little dink. So to be honest, I thought that it would be a rough season for me, but actually I just kept playing my game and my part. Wasn't thinking about anyone else until I got off the court, and it helped the team pretty well. I expect I'll get a few more wins and get to the state tournament. That's about what I expect. 15 left. First. 30 left. I just aced him. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty good. Second.
Oh no! 40 love. Right on. That was game. Great job.
Nice match.
Heck of a player.
I was actually kind of surprised. I thought he was pretty good for not playing for a while.
She had a great serve, and You know, and if I didn't move a little bit, she would have hit me right in the head.
I said I
That was
wouldn't
a great
hit you.
That'll wrap us up here at Panther Park. I'm Sean Krofsik with Abby Murphy, and I'm still out of breath.
Well, that was our own cutesy little Shawnee Crossick playing some tennis with fresh frosh Abby Murphy. Boy, did she toy a little with Mr. Sean, but Mr. Sean, he's a good tennis player. I think he's going to get her next time. We're going to have a return match, I think, over at Panthorn Park. But right now, me and Miss Louise Sawyer, we get ready to drive across American Southwest. It's going to get a little dusty, Miss Louise. That's why I brought my bottle of water here. But I don't want to spill it in this beautiful convertible Cascada here at the Wallingford Buick GMC. Such a beautiful car. I hope we don't get it too dusty driving across the Great Plains and into the great American Southwest. Our trip last time was so beautiful. I hope we don't see that truck driver again. He was so rude to us, Miss Louise. The things he would say to a lady. Now, speaking of which, do you know, Miss Louise, that after that tennis match between Mr. Sean and Miss Abby Murphy, our athlete of the week from week 5, Southington tennis coach Robin Thompson, a good friend of sports editor Brian Carpenter, wanted to charge him for the balls that Mr. Sean Crossick hit over the fence in his vain attempts to return the vicious serves and lobs and volleys of Miss Abby Murphy. She was going to charge us, and she also made fun of his singing in last week's video. And I don't think she's going to apologize. Well, we're going to turn this over to our friends here at Wallingford Buick GMC, the sponsor of the Record Journal Athletes of the Week contest. They're going to tell you a little bit about the scholarship. $5,000, so much money. Almost as much as the amount that Brad Pitt stole from me in the hotel room. They're going to tell you about the scholarship. Any Athlete of the Week nominee, you get to apply. You go online. Mr. Pete, you show them where they can go apply. There you go, right there, you go. Go apply. It's $5,000. That's a lot of money. You don't want to be holding up any gas stations to forge your college. Now you go and you apply. And the folks from Buick will tell you all about it. All right, Miss Louise, just watch where you're driving this time, baby, okay? Let's go.
Hi, my name is Luke Brocious down at Wallingford Buick GMC. We've been open and family owned for 3 generations for over 103 years. I just want to say we're very proud to be a sponsor for the Best of the Bunch brunch at the Record Journal. I hope to see you there. You can check out the Buick Cascada. It's going to be on the red carpet for you. As a presenting sponsor, Wallingford Buick GMC is very proud to be able to offer a $5,000 scholarship to a very lucky athlete. And again, I just do want to say thank you and good luck to all of the other nominees.
Louise, let's not get caught.
What do you mean?
Go.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Louise, it's Detective Hal Slocum. Louise, I want to help you, but you gotta come in. You're in trouble, Louise, but I can help you, but you gotta come in. And while I wait for you to call me, Louise, I'm gonna give this week's Record Journal Athlete of the Week nominees for week 6, because boy, is it a good slate of candidates. We go to baseball. And it was so hard to pick kids this week, because let me tell you something, Louise. We had some boys throwing some fine baseball up here in the greater Meriden area last week. We had Jeff Massacott of Maloney throwing a 1-hitter on Monday against Bristol Central. You might have heard of him. We had Nick Sarasal, who was a nominee a couple weeks ago. Great relief while Sheehan rallied to beat Hand on Wednesday. And this past Saturday, a boy over in Southington, Bailey Robarge. That's right, Bailey Robarge, 2-hitter against NFA. Great pitching. Which one gets selected? Amazingly enough, none of those guys. Despite the great games they pitched, what do you say about a guy who throws a no-hitter? That's our first nominee for week 6. Gary Costello from Cheshire, senior right-hander. No-hit West Haven last Wednesday. The same day Nick Sarasal was throwing that great relief against Hand. Costello, no hits West Haven. He walked one batter, hit 2 kids, and another kid reached down in there, and that was it for the Blue Devils. As Cheshire shut out West Haven 6-zip. Best part of the no-hitter for Gary Costello, he pitched it to his younger brother Matt, who is the catcher. Gary Costello, Cheshire High School, nominee number 1. Our second nominee, also a pitcher. He's going in for what he did on the mound and also what he did at the plate. That's what makes him special this week. Devin McCarty from Platt High School. And he threw a 4-hitter against Plainville on Friday night under the lights over in Plainville. And no sooner was that game done, actually, Louise, I don't even think the game was over yet. And his teammates were sending us messages nominating Devin for Athlete of the Week, week 6. And we're going to go with him, not just for the 4-hitter, but also for the grand slam he hit. That's right, Devin McCarty hit a grand slam and pitched a 4-hitter. Now, there have been some pitchers in Major League Baseball who have hit grand slams. You want to know who the first was, Louise? I'll tell you who the first was. It was 1898. I looked it up, Louise, because I'm still waiting for you to call me. It was Bill Dugglesby for the Philadelphia Phillies, 1898. I don't remember that game. I don't think you remember that game. He hit the first grand slam by a Major League pitcher. Now, Devin McCarty, here's your assignment. You're a nominee for week 2. Get your buddies to vote for you, but more importantly, next game, try to hit 2 grand slams, because it's only been done once in Major League Baseball, and that was by Tony Cloninger of the Atlanta Braves, 1966. So it's been a while. 51 years, in fact, because, Louise, I'm 52, and I did some quick math in my head. Louise, babe, I'm still waiting for that call. I want to help you, Louise. While we're waiting, we're going to talk about the next 3 nominees, 1 boy and 2 girls. They are all track and field athletes. Now, Louise, I'll tell you, up here in Connecticut, it's been a cold, wet spring, but now it's getting nice and warm today. It's going to be hot tomorrow. Looks like the warm weather is here to stay just in time for the state track meets. And that's a good thing, Louise, and I'll tell you why. Because now the kids don't have to worry about pulling hamstrings like old banjo strings. They can go out to be nice and loose, and you'll see those times and distances come down and go up. Now, from track, we have 3 kids from 3 different schools. We start over at Sheehan with our 3rd boy nominee for week 6. He is a junior, and his name is Camden Wallace. He transferred to Sheehan from Wilcox Tech. He's working with Coach Charles Farley, veteran coach, great man. He found some events for Cam. He found him some sprints to run and some jumps to jump, and I'll tell you what, the kid is a winner. He was a triple winner last week twice in dual meets. He runs the 100 and the 200. He does the long jump. He does the triple jump. And in Tuesday's SEC sectional meet, he was 3rd in the triple. He was 4th in the 100. He was 5th in the 200. The most remarkable thing is he had personal best times for the season in all 3. So he is really hitting stride going into the postseason. Our 2 other track athletes, they're girls. We shift to the distaff side, Louise. Our first girl, she is from Southington. She is a junior, and her name is Megan Biscaglio. She's a pole vaulter. In a dual meet against Hall last Tuesday, she jumped 12 feet. That's right, 12 feet up in the air. She cleared it, broke her own school record, and in the process, qualified for the Outdoor Nationals. That's the New Balance meet down in North Carolina. Then on Saturday, she jumped 11.9 to win the Greater Hartford Invitational up in Simsbury. That 11.9 was a meet record, and it also helped the Southington girls win the large school championship. And our 3rd track athlete, our 2nd girl nominee from Lyman Hall, a senior, Kia Providence. She's a thrower. And she's a good thrower. Against Cheshire, she won the discus. She won the shot put. She won the javelin. Then she came back at the SEC sectional meet on Tuesday, and she won the javelin at 109 feet 4 inches, and she was 2nd in the discus at 107 feet even. Now she'll take those distances into the overall SEC championships on her home turf. Next Tuesday, Lyman Hall hosts the SEC championships. It's getting late, Louise. It's getting late. You got to call me. It's almost the 11th hour. And speaking of the 11th hour, we had an 11th hour selection. Literally, it was 11 o'clock. When I got this girl's picture, I had to get her picture, and I say a big thank you to Mr. Scott Oresco, Maloney softball coach, because when I saw what this girl did, I said, Coach, we need this girl's picture. She needs to be in the Record Journal Athlete of the Week contest for week 6. Her name is Mackenzie Meyer. She is a junior. She is a pitcher. She 6-hit Bristol Central and a 9-3 win. But most importantly, she retired 13 of the last 14 batters, including the last 10 to nail down the victory. She was also 2 for 4 at the plate with a double and 2 RBIs. 11th hour selection, Mackenzie Meyer from Maloney High School. Louise, if you're out there, anybody else who's out there watching, go on myrecordjournal.com and you vote in this week's Athlete of the Week contest, sponsored by Wallingford Buick GMC. The polls are open now. It's Thursday. Louise, expect a call soon, babe.